Super Mario Brothers!
2023's Super Mario Brothers movie was a massive hit. Made $1.3 billion at the box office. And I have to admit, it was a pretty fun film. Now, it was full of Easter eggs, and I didn't get every one, but there was enough in that movie that kept me engaged, and I did enjoy it. Now, this past weekend gave us the release of the sequel, because, you know, when a movie makes a boatload of money, you know they're gonna get a sequel. That movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, hit the theaters with a lot of hype. But you know what happens sometimes, man? You know, the first movie's great and the sequel kind of sucks. So what do we have here? Is this a good sequel to a very successful movie, or, well, is this another case of going back to the well one too many times, trying to chase that buck? Well, before we answer that, let's talk a little bit about the plot to the film, the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Please, let's talk.
So here we find Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach. They're out of the Mushroom Kingdom and into a full-on cosmic adventure where a mysterious Luma crash lands and kicks off a quest to rescue Princess Rosalina from Bowser Jr.'s galaxy-threatening scheme. Along the way, there are planets to hop between, gravity-defying set pieces, and enough chaos to make it feel like someone is speedrunning the entire franchise with absolutely no intention of slowing down. So what works in this film? Well, visually, it absolutely delivers. The animation is vibrant, detailed, and consistently in motion, pulling directly from the feel of classic Mario games, complete with physics gags, platforming-inspired action, and blink and you miss it references that feel like they were ripped straight from a controller from 2007. It's the kind of movie where even the background looks like it's trying to collect coins, and honestly, it probably is. If nothing else, your eyeballs will never be bored.
That looks amazing.
Also, the voice work is another highlight, and it's a stacked lineup. Chris Pratt returns as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy continues as Peach, and Charlie Day once again makes Luigi sound like he's permanently on the verge of a stress-induced meltdown. Meanwhile, Jack Black clearly decided subtlety is overrated and goes all in as Bowser, and newcomers like Brie Larson and Donald Glover slide into their roles like they've been here the whole time, and everyone sounds like they're having a blast. What doesn't work in this film, however, is that it moves at an absolute ridiculous pace. Not fast, not energetic, more breakneck. Scenes don't breathe. They gasp for air and immediately get shoved into the next set piece. Emotional moments show up, wave politely, and then sprint off before you could process them. It's less a movie and more of a 90-minute highlight reel that refuses to acknowledge the concept of pausing. And then there's the story, or more accurately, the vague suggestion of one. The plot is thin, messy, and often feels like a bunch of loosely connected levels stitched together with the narrative equivalent of duct tape. Things just kind of happen. Why? Doesn't matter. There's another colorful thing to look at. But still, here's where it lands. If you're a Nintendo fan or a kid, you're gonna love this. It's loud, it's bright, it's nostalgic, and it's constantly throwing something fun at the screen like it's afraid you're gonna look away for a second. And even as an adult, or maybe somebody who's not the biggest fan of Nintendo or the Mario world like me, there's enough charm, creativity, and game-inspired cleverness to keep you entertained, assuming you can keep up with it. Is it as good as the first one? It's not even close to that. But is it fine? Yeah, it's fine. And in a movie that feels like it's trying to beat its own speedrun record, Fine might actually be the final boss. So, if you like the first one, you're gonna like this one. Maybe not as much, but again, this movie's gonna make a boatload of money, so be ready for Super Mario Galaxy Brothers Planet Film Volume 3.
I thought it was pretty good.
Well, that's all I have for you this week. Tune in next week where I give you my thoughts and feelings on whatever I've seen. In the meantime, click that like button, subscribe, leave a comment or a question, share this video with friends and enemies alike, and as always, thank you for giving me your valuable time, and I'll see you next week. Take care.